Okay, we are officially live. Here we are again. Welcome to ODE. And this is a Facebook community of teachers. That's what it is. Teachers collaborating with teachers, sending a value ladder, helping each other. ODE Mastery Teacherpreneur Facebook community. Welcome. Nice to see you. Hashtag live, hashtag replay. So, I spent the week talking about the subject, teacher mental health, all right? And today I'm doing the teacher mental health wrap-up, the week wrap-up, because I started this week with a cool interview with Dante Carney from Florida, originally from Vineland, New Jersey. And, you know, he is a healthcare mindset expert, you know, or experienced individual. He helps people with healthcare, you know, mental health care specifically. And, you know, we talked about in the interview, you know, what it takes to become, you know, go into that mindset from employee to entrepreneur, and of course, the perils, if anything, of, you know, dealing with the stress. And he had a lot of good tidbits to provide us. So DK Business and Mindset was on Monday, right? We had that live interview. And then on Tuesday, we talked about, because, you know, I mentioned emotional intelligence, and I was like, wow, you know, I mean, I actually happen to be doing a free course on emotional intelligence, emotional quotient, which is actually very good. And I highly recommend that. So on Tuesday, I did a live, you know, about the teacher mental health and some solutions. And I provided 3 solutions, right? One of them was meditation with Thomas Heng. I also did a live interview with him. He's an amazing man. And he does a meditation program. And I deferred, you know, the viewing audience to him because I think that he's a good choice. But there's a lot of, you know, free meditation resources out there on the internet, whether it's by referral, YouTube videos, or whatever the case may be. You know, you can always find one, Google it. If not, Thomas Heng, I refer him, you know, colleague, friend, and, you know, he's a good person to talk to about that. And then I took the day off on Wednesday, not because I wanted to, but, you know, I found myself that I started to prepare my 100% free teacher workshop. So I started preparing the launch kit, you know, the press kit for that, which I'm going to do on Sunday, the 15th. Because on Sunday, the 15th, I'm going to announce on my community wall, you know, that I am launching my beta, my 100% free teacherpreneur workshop, where I provide, you know, teacherpreneurs 4 modules, 16, I think, or 18 lesson plans, videos, you know, with PDF bonuses to get you acclimated, you know, to jump on, you know, the Facebook platform and launch, you know, start, grow, and earn using Facebook organically your educational niche. And I provide you all the PDF workbooks for that and everything that you need. And it's 100% free workshop. So I'm going to be doing that. And I did that on Wednesday. That's why I didn't go live. But then on Thursday, you know, because I had read something the previous day. So I went live Thursday, okay, talking about post-COVID-19 teacherpreneurs earning 6 figures. Was that yesterday, Thursday? Yeah. Well, maybe I did go. I did go live on Wednesday, as a matter of fact. There you go. I did too. You're right. I'm right. I did do that. In any event, yesterday I did why teachers need emotional intelligence quotient and checkup. Why do we need that, you know, emotional intelligence checkup? Well, check out the video. Because I did a recap of what I've learned in this free course. And, you know, it was a summary of a lot of good, vital points. I'm not the expert, but, you know, I can provide you with the link. You know, ask me for it. I'll give you the link so that you can actually enjoy this free course. It's substantial. It's involved. It's a good thing to help you de-stress as educators. You know, and part of the 3 things that I offered, right? Mindset, meditation, cognitive flexibility course, a free course. Ask me for the link for that. And of course, the emotional intelligence, free course that'll get you going as well. It's really robust, and it should help you out a lot as educators. So today I'm going to do the week wrap up, right? The teacher mental health wrap up. And, it's based on something that I did this week on Wednesday, which I did with my group. Right, so what did I do with my group? I work with, every Wednesday, all right, since I joined Doug Boughton's paid sales funnel mastery 2.0 mentor program. Okay, now who is Doug Boughton? He is a ClickFunnels Dream Car winner. What does that mean? Dream Car winner means that he helped out a lot of people get involved with ClickFunnels, to help them understand how to work ClickFunnels, for their sales process, for their own business niche online. That, he was able to have enough people who want to subscribe through him as an affiliate, and he won the Dream Car winner status. So that means that 100 people signed up for ClickFunnels through him because they trust him, they find him to be amazing. I did too. So, I'm in his advanced paid, mastery mentoring program, where I've learned and I'm still learning, which is, I think, is a great thing. How to 5 ways to monetize my educational niche, which is what I chose because I'm in education. I teach kids native English, in China Monday to Fridays, which I say that a lot, in just about every video. And I also do this, and I created a teacher community so that I can help teachers also, get a leg up, get a break, because you guys need a break. So I'm in his mentoring program every Wednesday. And I've continued to experience personal growth and met and still meeting amazing industry experts, which help me with the who do I know that can help me get further with my business. Not the how can I get, further in my business, the who. So the who is important, right? And I wanted to show you, just quickly, because this past week on Wednesday, and I'm going to share the screen with you now, the who is this. And why am I not seeing this? Okay, maybe you can see it now. So this would be the who. The who is, we did a live with a gentleman named Michael Johnson, a personal development expert. He's got a podcast. He's got a live broadcast. He has his website. It's called Magic for Life. Really extraordinary. And that's what I want to wrap up, Wednesday, or this week's wrap up about, the teacher mental health, how we can help with that. And I want to wrap up the key points that I picked up from it because, I wrote it down. Look, I took the bullet points as we were going through this, private live in my, group with Doug Boughton. I thought it was amazing. And I want to be able to provide that to you guys to wrap it up because I think this, his private seminar was actually, the icing on the cake, the cherry on top. That really just wrapped everything up based on what I started doing this whole week. And it didn't even start out with that intention. My week started out basically as, I'm going to do an interview on Monday with Dante Carney. And then on Tuesday, I'm going to talk about, the mental health, and some solutions for teachers. And I went forward with that, So today I'm going to do the wrap up. And the wrap up is really cool because on Wednesday when we did our group live, Doug Boughton said, I got a surprise for you guys. I'm going to bring in a guy named Michael Johnson. He's with Magic for Life, and he's going to talk to you guys about something very important about that mindset, right? So this past Wednesday, or Wisdom Wednesdays, which I call it, with the Freedom Funnel family, we listened to Michael Johnson talking about superpowers for affiliates, or just people in general, right? Because affiliates is just another way of saying, I promote, ClickFunnels, for example. It's a product that I highly believe in and I use and I talk a lot about because I think is, a nice tool for teachers, to create their teacher membership funnel. It's a sales process, a funnel. You got the top layer, middle layer, and then the converting layer, the one on the bottom, where you convert your students into revenue. And that's the whole idea, right? So he talked about the awesome personal development, superpower that we have. And exactly, this is where I wanted to be exactly. And I didn't even realize that I was there. This Wednesday it just happened. So if you are a teacherpreneur wanting to vibe with a community of supportive and innovative global people, if you want to collaborate and you want to be part of that, ask me how. Because it's free. Okay, not the paid mentoring program that I'm in. That's not free. Okay, but you can come to my community. That's free. Look, I'm giving you a 100% free workshop, and I'm providing you with. I'm trying to give you good content on a daily basis for that reason. Got good resources that'll get you going the right way mentally. So if you want to learn Michael Johnson's Lifer framework or his 4 pillars to give some tactics and actionable items to go out there and have your big breakthrough, let me know. #live, #replay. Ask me for his link and I'll provide it for you. His Lifer framework link at, magicforlife.com. And I'll provide you that link, and I got to tell you, you won't be disappointed. So I want to wrap up the week talking about his bullet points, because I took them down, I did. I took it to heart. It hit home in a lot of ways. And I think you will like it too. So what was the topic? The topic was finding your superpower. And he talks about how every individual, all right, believe it or not, we have a superpower. We just don't know how powerful we really are as individuals. We discard it as, I'm just a regular Joe. Well, we're all unique for a certain reason. And he used the metaphor, our fingerprint, right? We have our own thumbprint, which is very unique. So everybody is unique and everybody has a superpower. We just tend not to believe it. So, it's all about the mindset. You gotta acclimate yourself to believe, what do you want, and based on what you want, question that to yourself. You start to dig deep into who you are to discover what your superpower is. And I'm not talking Marvel superpowers again. You're not Iron Man, you're not Thor, you're not Captain America, you're not one of these people, right? It's a metaphor, okay? Because we're all special in a certain way, right? So you want to find out how special you really are, you got to dig deep to find that superpower, okay? And, with a series of questions, which is something that I've learned from Doug, questions invite revelation. Well, why haven't you gotten it yet? A lot of us don't understand why we haven't gotten it yet. We just know we haven't, and then we start to really believe that, well, it's just because I'm not good enough or whatever the case may be. But listen to those words. It sounds broken or that you're broken, but here's the good news. You're not broken. This is something that Michael Johnson said, and I was like, wow, man, it's nice to hear that in a soothing voice from somebody who actually makes a living talking about that. To say you're not broken. So I'm gonna reiterate that for you as a teacherpreneur struggling in this pandemic area, and tell you quite honestly, you're not broken. Okay, being broke is temporary. Being poor is permanent, or it's eternal, according to Robert Kiyosaki. So I want you to understand, you're not broken. You're definitely not. Hey, here we go. We got David Watson saying, "Love the new background, Gabriel. Excellent info you're sharing here. Thank you. Thank you, David, for coming on and making that comment. Really appreciate you too, sir." So you're not broken, all right? None of us are. We just Learn to be broken. And then we believe it, right? We believe it to the point where we start saying things like that, and we don't discard them. We don't get rid of them. We just believe that. So you're not broken. You got to build your mindset. Okay. But your mindset is in the way. There you go. Your mind is in the way. It's like get out of my way. Mindset. Something that I've spoken about a lot is this is about you versus you. You versus you. This isn't about you or anybody else. If anybody saw the last Rocky, the one actually Creed 1, and in probably one of the Rocky movies he said the same thing. But in Creed 1, he tells young Apollo Creed's son, he tells him, listen, this is you versus you. And he puts him in front of the mirror. He's like, you got to get past that guy. That's you. There's nobody else. So the mindset is in the way. What's in the way? You are in your own way. Get yourself out of the way, and then you're going to move forward into what is that championship, level of version of yourself. The champ. You are the champ. So this is a good thing for you to understand or try to understand. You're not broken, and moving forward, okay, your mindset is in the way. It's you versus you. So get it out of the way, man. Once you get that out of the way, you're going to continue to move forward. You're going to find those successes based on those little wins. That's going to keep transcending you forward and forward and forward and forward. You're not going to feel that mental health issues anymore, man. Just that you're going to de-stress that. You're going to eliminate that. And as you keep identifying and digging deep into what your superpower is, you're going to feel a lot better. You're going to thank me for it. You're probably going to bake me a cake, and I'm going to accept it. I like dark chocolate, just so you know. All right, so make mine dark chocolate. So where do you get all this information? Well, you can get this from Michael Johnson's personal development site called magicforlife.com, Lifer Framework. And he provides that for you. It's really cool stuff, man. So your superpowers. Sometimes you got to dig. Dig. It's your. How can you not want to dig into yourself and find out what your life potential is instead of accepting what you think you should accept about your life potential? No, don't accept that junk, man. That's not you. You don't have to do that anymore. You don't. You can actually, do something different. Like you gotta start believing again, based on the mindset that you're one of a kind. Your thumbprint is one of a kind. You're one of a kind. Okay, your experience, what you experience, and I've said this a lot, right? You can create your own teacher educational niche based on your educational experience, based on your academic achievements. Okay, to create that teacher membership funnel, 30-day high-value lessons that'll get you to 6 figures. So use your experience. You have your experience, your message. Now, I like this because he talks a lot about, play on words, right? So mess-age, your mess, MESS, your disaster, your chaos is your strength. It's part of your strength, mess-age. One of the colleagues in the group, Bill Reese, he says, mess edge. Our mess is our edge. We can leverage that. That becomes part of our superpower. That becomes part of your superpower. So you have a message that you want to, convey to your dream customer based on your experience. Those are all beautiful things. So, because you've had, or because you didn't have somebody tell you in the past that, we get based and using empathy here. We understand where you're coming from, blah, blah, blah. But if those people didn't tell you, or that person didn't tell you, use that as your superpower, as your strength, to leverage that to move ahead, tell your story, deliver that message. You're not going to discover how really unique and powerful and beautiful you probably are. Because we're harboring all of that, right? So get rid of it, expel it, detox yourself, get that mindset out of the way, and tap into that superpower, like your thumbprint, which is unique. So once you're able to do that, right? Okay, Michael Johnson continues with, so what do I do now? Well, you keep digging, you start digging, you keep digging. All right, and then he provided a quote. He says, the age of your mess can lead to success. I like that. The age of your mess, the message, can lead to success. So your message, your experience, tap into that. You have something that you have that you want to offer somebody. You want a group of people, that you want to talk to them. You want to deliver that message, but you're not sure because you're feeling vulnerable or shy or embarrassed or whatever. Look, you know what? We get it. I get it. I haven't actually spilled all the beans yet, but there's not a lot to spill that I need to worry about. I've gone through my experiences. Some of them make me feel shame. But I tell you what, I did an S training way back when I was younger, where I thought I was all fucked up and twisted. Okay, and I went to this 3-day weekend thing, all right, in New York City, in Madison Square Garden, with a room full of 2,000 people and psychologists, and all these kind of people, right, to find out what was wrong with me. Because I thought, I came from a pretty dysfunctional family, and I do. I still do. They're not right. But anyway, I came to find out after a weekend that, man, after all the horror stories that I heard, I was like, wow, I'm not bad. I'm not in bad shape at all. I just dealt with more of the mindset of, we're poor people, so this is as far as we're gonna go. Don't fight it. That's life. And for whatever reason, I've resisted that all my life, and I still do. But I'm resisting a lot more now because I found my superpower. So you want to ask yourself, what have I learned in my life? You've learned a lot. You may think you have not, but your experience, is a message that you can convey to the masses as you're figuring out what your niche is. But as soon as you start digging and finding that message, it's going to get out there. Somebody's going to resonate with that. Somebody's going to vibe on that frequency, and they're going to be like, yo, I get you. Not only that, because they get you, they're going to want to at least align themselves with you. They're going to want to collaborate something with you, and they will. So, one of the best things to do, according to Michael Johnson, was, he says, you could start an ongoing list of, of the things or lessons that you've learned. Write it down. Your own journal. Journaling is an amazing thing. Matthew McConaughey talked about that recently, or I read something about that where he said, he started to document and journal things that he was doing. And when he came to pause on that and just go through it after X amount of years or whatever months that he was doing it, he had enough to write a book. It was amazing. So I was like, wow, I've done that in the past, but never too much, and a lot of people do that. But, write down your small, medium, and large experiences, lessons, use flashcards, ongoing ideas, like Michael Johnson says, and just put them aside. And on a rainy day, on a gloomy whatever, that you feel like, you're going to open up that bottle of vino and you want to go through and rummage through all these thoughts and ideas that you've written down, you're gonna probably come up with something, and you're gonna be like, oh my God, I actually have some message, some superpower that I want to be able to convey and share with the masses. So you are magnificent in so many ways. You just got to believe that. That's your mindset. If your mindset is in the way, it's you versus you. Get it out of the way. Knock him out. Bring out the new you with the superpower. So you got to have this unstoppable belief. Michael Johnson said that, and I'm just listening, man. I'm not even commenting when he's talking, and I'm saying to myself, yeah, you got to have that unstoppable belief, man. And not only that, but you got to nurture that. You cannot isolate yourself as a solo superhero. Become part of a community of people who are like-minded and think the same way, are struggling, to believe and want to believe and are moving forward to believe. And you could actually make a difference, in that belief that others need, want, require, So get involved. Have that unstoppable belief. The first step is you have to believe it. There you go. There's a lot of things that we talk about, right? That we say, well, I can't, I do believe, but that's bullshit. Look, here's the bottom line, right? You're rewiring the brain simply because everything that you've learned from your past is bullshit. It's not true. It's a lie. According to Michael Johnson, it's a lie. And your future hasn't happened. So, you're a visionary. You're going to look at your future because that's what you want to happen. So what do you have left? Your present. And if your present is your truth, then believe in you. Take that present truth and use it as leverage, to move forward. Get rid of that junk from the past. I used to believe that my past is what made me today, and I would argue that point. Yeah, without past experiences, I wouldn't be who I am today and think the way I think and blah, blah, blah. Well, okay, there may be some truth to that. I don't know. I'm not the expert. But I'll tell you this, okay? You don't need to hang on to the past, especially out of the junk from your past that doesn't make you who you are today or should not, hinder your personal growth moving forward. So get rid of that junk, all right? What seeds are you planting? Okay, this is the new you, right? So you till the earth, you get rid of the junk, and now you're gonna plant new seeds. What are you planting? Well, it's got to be all the good shit. Plant some spinach. It's supposed to be good for your health. It's supposed to make you strong. Plant some spinach. A belief is just a thought that you keep thinking. He said that. Michael Johnson said that. I wrote it down. And he said that in the slide, show presentation. I just wrote everything down. I was like, as he's going through it, I'm like, oh my God, this is good stuff. So a belief is just a thought you keep thinking. Keep thinking and believing in that thought. Okay, anything the mind of a man can conceive and believe it can achieve. I think Napoleon Hill said that. I read that, 30 years ago. And here it is. It still resonates in my mind, but I actually believe it more now than I did when I was 20. So the first step before anyone else in the world believes it is you have to believe it. You know who said that? Will Smith. Everybody who knows Men in Black, everybody who knows Jada Pinkett Smith, okay? This is a quote from Will Smith. The first step before anyone else in the world believes it is you have to believe it. Believe it. If you can believe it, it's believable. Who's going to tell you it isn't? Okay, we have to create an unstoppable belief in ourselves. Yeah, be relentless, be strong, be powerful, dig deep, get into that superpower, get rid of that mindset that's hindering your personal growth, your forward progress. Get it the hell out of the way, all right, and make it an unstoppable belief. Once your brain gets rewired to do that, as an educator in the 21st century, and you start to develop that educational niche, 6 figures is nothing. You might even enjoy helping people more than you think, because now you're valuing yourself in a way that's totally mentally different. And when you go, don't have any hesitation, don't have any doubts. Go. Go means keep moving forward. It's green. Don't stop. Go. Knock shit out of the way, whatever you got to do, all right? Be a bowling ball in an endless alley. Just keep rolling forward and knock all the pins out of your way. You don't need things to hinder you, man. For what? Believe in you. You can do it. So, what do I do now? You continue, right? You start with your language. You plant seeds every day. You take inventory of your language. Believe, be live, become that belief. All right? Now you want to upgrade your EOS. I like this one because this was pretty cool. Your emotional operating system. We all got one. And I talked about emotional intelligence this whole week, and I've provided you a couple of resources, that you can ask me for that link, and I'll give it to you. It's a free resource, to get you acclimated. You develop emotional intelligence. You don't learn it, even though you start. There are lessons, okay, but it's information, it's exposure to get you going that way. Engage your soul. Start with feeling good. Logical levels for emotions. And here's a quote. I'm where I am. My only choice is a little better or a little worse. So wherever you are now, you got two choices. You can either choose to make it a little bit better or a little bit worse. There's no gray, and there shouldn't be, all right? Look, be decisive, right? Have a concrete decision here, all right? You're either going to get it out of the way or you're not. But see, that's a clear decision. If you're going to lollygag and mess around with, semantics and bullshit, that's just you lying to yourself again, and nobody wants part of that junk. Only you want part of that junk. So get rid of it or make it better. Well, getting rid of it does make it better. Make it worse or make it better, one or the other. So we're going to talk about your PL. All right, that was another thing, and I think this was the last thing that he talked about, the PL. Yeah. What is the PL? You have felt the call. I know, it's like, wow, I have a calling, I'm a teacher. Yeah, I've heard that before, but you know what? Do you really believe that? Somewhere along the line, we failed to want to believe that, okay? And we succumbed to all the political, rhetoric and all the abuse and all the excessive hours and all that mental health bullshit. Your PL, you have felt that, okay? That's why you hear, okay, or you'll seek out your personal legend. It's you. Your PL is your personal legend. Imagine that. Your superpower. Now you're becoming a legend. Your personal legend. What you do matters. When you discover that PL, when you become that PL, okay, what you do matters. What I do right now matters. I know it does. Because I'm talking to teachers and I'm helping teachers get all straightened out in their mind. You don't have to. Lead a horse to water. You can't make them dance. Don't dance. But know that you got communities like mine and others that are waiting for you. Your moral obligation. The soul of the world's begging for your attention. Okay? If you are to discover your superpower, if you are to become your personal legend, okay, you have a moral obligation now, all right, to provide that message to your community, to the world, to whoever you are trying to serve. It's just that simple. So commit to not settling. Don't settle. Okay, become more than that. Every minute is what matters most. Everything that you keep doing now moving forward is what matters most. And last but not least, decide to find a way to feel good as often as you can. Don't take crap and feed on that shit. All right, get rid of that and feed off of the good stuff. Take at least one small step towards your personal legend every day. Become your personal legend. Become your superhero. Become that person that inspires and has a calling that everybody wants to listen to. They want to know what you have. What is your message? Because it is important. So wrap your head around that. Ask me for whatever help you need. Hashtag live, hashtag replay. Ask me for whatever links you want. And I'm here to support you because this is ODE Mastery, Teacherpreneur Facebook community that we help teachers ascend the value ladder so that you can earn six figures. How? By starting, growing, and earning using Facebook organically. Organically means that you're broke. So you're not going to pay for ads. You're going to do the hard work, and you're going to get that mindset out of the way. And you're going to learn how to do the hard work and find that passion, find that superpower that led you to that calling of, I'm an educator, and I got a message. and you're going to do this on the 21st century platform called Facebook, discovering that niche education based on your experience, everybody's going to love you. I know I will. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you soon.